What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, the Line Surgeon, and it's cold and windy out here today, so I apologize if y'all get any like wind in the camera. But let me get in the shed right quick. Today, about to check on my tiller. See, there we go. I'm the type of person that I procrastinate with stuff. So like if a piece of equipment mess up, I don't check on it. I just like put it in the shed and I just leave it there until I need it again. So during the summertime, one of my customers asked me, they said, you got a tiller? I said, yeah. They said, well, I think over the springtime I want you to till up this area in my in my backyard. So I said, okay, cool. So I in the fall I was tilling this big, I had this big job where I had to rent a tiller. I rented a rear tine tiller, and then I was using my tiller. Well, my cousin was using my tiller, and we were both tilling, and all of a sudden my tiller started kicking out white smoke. So I'm like, oh man, because usually for my research that usually means like a gasket's messed up. I think it's the head gasket or something when it's kicking out that white smoke. So typical me, I'm just like, man, I don't even feel like dealing with this right now. So I put the tiller in my shed, if y'all see it back there. I put it back there and I ain't touched it since. So now that same customer that asked me, can you till up the yard, she texted me earlier this week, can you come till up that part of the yard? It's not even the big part of the yard. My thing is, I'm just hoping this bad boy starts. Like even if it starts and is kicking out that white smoke, probably take me 10 maybe 15 minutes, so hopefully it'll last that long. But don't know. We'll find out. pliers. I actually think I might not even go today, because after all that snow melted, it's like real mushy. She wanted me to come today because she said the ground might be soft to till, but I mean, when it's wet and mushy, it makes it that much more harder. So then I'm gonna end up going out there realizing it's wet and mushy, and I'm gonna have to come back anyway. So might as well just wait on it. But I mean, it's running pretty good. It's not smoking as bad as it was. There we go. That's how I have to cut it off. Well, one thing, I might try this, but I might do it later because it's too cold today. But in my Echo started giving out white smoke, and what it was like build up in the muffler. So I took the muffler off, I took it apart, and I basically just cleaned it out with some carburetor cleaner. Then I let it dry, and then my Echo trimmer, it stopped smoking. So hoping that's what it is, because I like having this bad boy. It's a tough little tiller. But yep. Alright guys, let me get this bad boy lined up. Come on. And we out of chip. Alright, so what I decided, like I said, it's probably too mushy to tell, but I'm gonna go anyway, because what I wanted to do this year is do a pre-lime treatment for my regulars. And like I said, they're not even paying me for this, but these are for my customers that I 100% know I'm going to be getting back, and I 100% know that they're going to want me to treat their yard. So in anticipation of that, go ahead and go to their yard and throw down a couple bags of lime early, because right now it's February. I'm gonna start putting down the weed feed and more lime in March. So I just want to get a head start on the lime, because as you know, well, if you didn't know, lime takes actually like a month or two to sink in well, unless you water it constantly. If you just kind of put down lime and let Mother Nature take its course and wait for rain or different types of weather, it can take up to 3 months for lime to soak in. But if you have like an irrigation system, or you get a big snow like we had, which I wish I had put it down before the snow, then that'll help soak it in real quick, so like a month or so. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do this year. My plan for my treatment plan for my customers is basically, I'm gonna put down some lime this month, February. March, that's when I put down the weed and feed and some more lime. And then in April, that's when you spot weed kill. And what that means is, like, you ever go to Lowe's and you have grass killer, and then you have weed killer that won't harm lawns. That's the kind you want. And you can put it in the little you might see people with those little Miracle-Gro things connected to your hose. I got one of those. Or you might see, or you can just use a backpack sprayer. And that's why I got my backpack sprayer for that. So what I'll do is, in April, that's when the grass usually starts growing here. So, of course, the weed feed is not going to kill 100% of your weeds, but it'll kill probably about 70, I'll say 70 to 80%, and you'll still get some spots with some weeds. So then that's where you want to go through with a weed killer that won't harm the lines, not no grass killer, but the weed killer that won't harm the lines and spot spray those. It's still a few weeds. Well, it's not few. It's more than weed. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna ask y'all what it is. I need to figure out how to kill. But it's like this Y weed. It's like a stem, and then it's like a Y at the top. I don't know what it is, but, like, you know, my spray kills everything but that. So I got to figure out how to kill that. But that's what I do in April. Of course, I put down lime. I put down lime every month. You can never put down too much lime. You can put down too much fertilizer. So I usually fertilize every other month, sparingly, depending on how the yard looks. Like my fertilization schedule, March, I do my weed feed. Then I skip, and then in May, I do my Milorganite. Milorganite is an organic fertilizer that it won't harm, it won't burn the grass, and, you know, it's not that expensive either. So I do that in May because in anticipation for when June hits, that's when we're gonna get that dry spell, and so hopefully that helps put some nutrients into the ground for the grass. Then in July, I don't know. I kind of like, I can't say what I'll do to each yard because each yard is different. Some yards I might put down like a crabgrass killer, but you don't want to put nothing with too much nitrogen in it or nitrous in it. And then I just put down a whole bunch of lime. I mean, there's not much you can do once it gets hot. It's gonna burn out some, you know, it's gonna brown up some, but yeah, so that's what I do, you know. So that's my plans. Just rambling while I'm driving. But I'm gonna get to this yard and hopefully, if I tell, I'll let y'all know. If I don't, I'll let y'all know. All right, talk to y'all later.